CDot King here. Sometimes I get caught up in my thoughts and I have like these crazy topics and realizations, but then when it comes to putting the camera on, my mind goes blank. So much to talk about. I think maybe one of our main issues as people is realizing but failing to give full, I don't want to say credit, but to give full responsibility to a lot of what's going on, a lot of the questions that are unanswered, to society. And the whole idea of society, as a kid, starts when we're in school. It's our only idea of what the idea of society and grouping together to create some thriving entity of energy. It's like, but then you end up splitting everybody up. By the time you're in high school, you're popularity, your jocks, middle school, you see a lot of, not even middle school, I'm sorry, elementary school. You see a lot of what was first taught, the idea of education is, a lot of it has to do with creativity. When you're like 3, 4, 5, 2 even, you're on daycare. It's a lot about, making different types of art, constantly learning something new that you later step out into the world and realize can be utilized. Like your ABCs, turning it into reading. And then, the whole idea of just color time, the play time, and all of that. But as you get older, you realize like we're kind of being forced to choose. So what crowd are you in? Who are you? And who you are is usually defined by the people that you hang out with. So it's like you want to get into that popular crowd so people feel that you're a better quality person, I guess. You're worth more in life. I don't know, to each his own. We've all lived it. Me, personally, I was always a loner. Believe it or not, I was teased. People didn't understand me. But a lot of them were battling their own selves and being forced out of themselves into the idea of this society. Even the idea of how a lot of kids, when you really focus in, my mom, she's a teacher, and she teaches the preschool, and so it's a young age where you don't realize how much you'll see kids are ambidextrous. Am I saying that right? Yeah. To be able to utilize both hands, and then by the time you hit kindergarten, they forced you to choose which hand. And they usually lean towards your right, I feel like even a lot of parents, they'll see their kid using their left hand and they'll be like, no, that's not right, use your right hand. I feel like utilizing both hands balances in the brain as well. So you're not leaning towards one-sided. I don't know. That's just my outlook on a little bit of something. I'm trying really hard not to zone out into something else because my thoughts, they trickle and it gets deeper and deeper. But to stay on the subject and not lose you, it's just, to open up your mind to how many times when you were a kid somebody told you, no, that's not the way you do it, this is how you do it. But in reality, just think about it. Was it really wrong? Or was it just not of the induction to society, or the introduction to society? This shit is real. The Matrix, that shit is real. It's not as exaggerated with being plugged in physically, but we are plugged in mentally, spiritually. We're constantly fighting battles that have already been won, or even if they were lost, there's no lose. To me, it's only lesson. So I could put an L on my forehead all day because I'm learning something every single day. Every mistake I make, I'm dissecting that to see how I could not make that mistake again. I would definitely push people to do the same, because in that you get growth, but we're stuck in that mentality from school where we're just conforming. We're constantly like changing ourselves, our true selves, to conform to something that is not of us. It's not of any of us, and that's what's crazy. It's not like we're all following one person that's of this society, but more or less controlling this society, meaning that the people that would make those rules, they don't live by them. So it's like we're kind of just stuck in this cage, looking stupid and wondering why everybody turns on us, or everybody seems to feel this way or that way. When you really look at yourself and what you're doing, you stop and say, oh my God, I sound like my mom. Or, oh my God, I sound like my crazy auntie. Oh my God, I sound like the person that maybe raised you, and you're picking up on things that they did to you as a kid, and then now you're reflecting that on others, or exes, and ex-best friends. There's all kinds of different relationships out there where it could affect us in a negative light, and then we look out onto others expecting to receive the same thing, and then we manifest it by believing that that's all this is going to be. I've had people in their mind create a whole story about something because they saw one small detail, and they were totally off. Like, I am not that person. That is not what I was doing. That is not where I was coming from. But in their mind, they're caged in it. They're stuck in the last person and what they did, or maybe somebody that kind of looks like me, or maybe dressed like me, and then you expect me to have a certain attitude towards life because that's what they did. But nonetheless, I don't want to ramble on too much, but just think about it, y'all. Just open your mind up. Just open your mind. Think outside of the box. We create the mold. We break the box. Let's break the box. Let's create the mold. Because in reality, we are our own Van Goghs to our masterpiece. We are our own Alicia Keys to our Grammy. You feel me? Shout out to Alicia Keys. We're all superstars in our own right. It's just that we were placed here for different things. So, instead of moving in this crowd of bullshit, and trying to find a way to fit in every time you walk into a room, just be that person that people want to follow. Be that person where they say, well, look, everybody's going this way. Where are they going? Let me go see what they're doing. Just move in your own will. And believe it or not, you'll realize everybody around you is really looking for something to follow. How many times you see somebody stand there and say they're leaving? All right, y'all, I'm out. I gotta go. Bye, gotta go. And then they're sitting there because there's like somebody talking to them, somebody pulling them out. It's just the idea that we're all bound to expectation, and fitting in. We need an okay to go home because we're tired. Like, all your friends know you're tired. they're caught up in their own selves. They would love for you to change your mind and stay. It's not that they don't care about you and that they don't want, fuck her and her sleep, fuck him and his work in the morning. No, it's not that. It's that they're hoping that you make the wrong decision because they're already doing it. So it's like misery loves company, all of that. We're caught up in a web, y'all. Caught up in a web, and I ain't gonna lie. When these flies get caught up in the web, a spider is bound to come and bite your ass. And not only bite it, but consume you. In society, you can imagine the whole different things that the spider could represent. But it's the traps that are out there that we gotta avoid so that way we don't get bit. Alright, y'all. This your girl, CDot King. CDot King. Peace. CDot King approved.
King funkin' up your city, KFC. King funkin' up your city, KFC. Had to make sure that y'all hear